name is Mark Depew. I am the Director of Oral History at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library. Today is Thursday, July 31st, 2008, and I'm here to talk to Martin Mauricio. Did I say your name correct?
Yeah, yes, that's right.
Okay, and Martin works for Chris Eckert, and as I understand, you have for the last 18 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's 18 years by now.
What exactly do you do for Chris?
But when I was coming up here the first time, I was doing the same like my workers doing now. I was picking peaches, and now I'm trying to help him running the crew down in the field, make sure everything is right, the fruit, everybody's picking the way we want it, and make sure nobody's picking green stuff, and it's really my job too.
Would it be fair to call you the manager of the migrant workforce then?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like manager down there.
Okay. Martin, when and where were you born?
I'm born to Mexico, and my state is Michoacan, and my little city is Paracho, Michoacan. That's where I'm from.
And your birthday?
My birthday is October 1871.
October 1971?
No, December 18.
1971.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. What were your father and what were your parents doing for a living?
Well, my father, he was down there pretty much like farming too. We was down there farming like corn, or, it was. But I never do like fruit stuff.
Was this a rural community then, in the country where you grew up?
Yeah, pretty much. It's the stuff we do down there, so it's something I really like to do.
Okay.
And it's my.
So you took to farming from an early age?
Yeah, I was helping my dad down there, but I never thought about it. That would be right here. And when I was coming up here, I'm just trying to keep working in it now.
Okay, born in 1971, what's the first year you came to the United States to work?
I come up here was in 1989.
Why did you come?
Well, you know how the Mexico's economy with the stuff, so I have some uncle, he was up here, and he was talking about it, and I was like, well, can I go too, so he bring me up here, and I was just coming, my roommate was just coming for like 1 year and go back, and that one was
That was your initial plan?
Yeah, it was my plan, because I was thinking when I get here, it's different language, and I don't think I'm going to say it so long.
Okay, so you were how old when you first came?
Well, I think I was like 18, 19 or something like that when I was.
How much education did you have?
I went just to high school.
Did you complete high school? Okay. And that obviously was in Mexico.
Yeah, I was down there in Mexico.
Okay. Were there not opportunities for you in Mexico?
No, not really, because like I said, my dad, he was real, with the economy, and my family, we was like 7 in the family. So, and I'm the older. So when I was coming up here, so I was trying to help my dad to raise it out, my brother, my sister, like we normally do down there.
Was this your dad's idea for you to come up here, or was it yours?
No, it was mine, because my dad, he don't want me to come up here, because.
He did not?
No, he don't want it.
Why not?
Well, because the first thing it was because I'm young, so he don't want me to come this way, because I don't know nothing, but I want to come, and my uncle said, no, he will be fine. So it was real hard, because I don't tell my dad I was heading this way.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
How about your mom?
Nobody. I was just like, I'm going to work in another state, down in Mexico, but it was because they don't let me to come this way. So.
And the next thing they knew, you called or wrote from the United States?
Well, I was calling after like 2 months. Yeah.
Was there an expectation on your part that you would send money back to the family to help them?
Yeah.
Where was the first place you found work in the United States?
Well, my uncle, when he was working down there in Texas, and it's Center, Texas. It was a little town. We was working down there. We doing a Christmas trees planting.
What was the name of the town?
Center.
Center?
Yeah, Center.
Okay.
It was a Center, Texas, when I started working down there.
In Christmas trees?
Yeah, we was planting down there Christmas trees.
So strictly on the planting side of these?
Yeah.
When you first came over, you were intending to stay just a few weeks or months?
Yeah, it was just like, well, the first night was when I started working, and then 1 month I was going to go back right away because it was too tough. Every morning get up, and I was not doing that way down in Mexico. So it was a little tough because I had to get up in the morning like 6 o'clock, and I have to fix my breakfast, my lunch, and I was not doing that. And so I was like, no, I think I'm going back that to my country. But it was for a couple months later. I'm gonna start. My uncle said, you gonna feel better later, and it was.
How long were you doing this in Texas then?
Well, it was just I was doing for 3 years on it. Was on 98, 99, and 2000. Yeah, 99, 2000 is when I started talking about the papers. It was in the 98, 99, 1999.
Started talking about papers.
Yeah, papers, my alien papers.
Your documentation?
Yeah, my documentation, yeah.
Okay. When did you start working for Eckert's then?
I started working with Eckert in 1990.
Okay. And what brought you all the way from Texas to Illinois and from Christmas trees to peaches?
Well, I remember this all the time because we was down there and the guy, well, I can't work no more. Christmas tree was too tough for me. It was the job. It was too heavy. You got to plant so many, and so I had one of my friends. He said, "I'm heading to Illinois. You want to go with me?" I'm like, "I don't know." He said, "Maybe you can." He said, "We're pruning trees down there," and I said, "Okay." So I went with him, and he bring me up here. And after 2 weeks, he left. So he left me right here. I started working up here, and I'm like, and that's how I get right here.
What did you think when you first got to Illinois?
Well, when I get here, I'm just like, I remember I was a little sad because I don't know nobody, and it was a couple more people right here, but I was just by myself. But I started working, and I started know how the job is, and I make it. It was not too hard for me trimming trees and
trimming peach trees.
Yeah, peach trees.
At what time of the year did you get here?
It was I think it was in December when we get here. And it was pruning apples when we get here. We started pruning apples.
In the middle of winter?
Yeah, we do in the winter apple first.
Well, that's kind of a different kind of year to be coming from Texas to Illinois in December. What do you think of the weather?
Well, I remember before down there in Mexico, I was watching TV, movies. I was talking about big amount of snow, and I was like, I don't think it's real. But when I was a kid right here, it was real.
So a little bit of a shock for you.
Yeah, it was all.
Did you go back every single year to Mexico?
Yeah, I was going to 2004. I was going back because I had my wife down there. And
okay, when did you get married?
Well, when I was coming up here, it was when I had my papers, I went to back. It was in the 1999. So I married and I went to back this way again.
Okay, so not until 1999 that you got married?
Yeah, the other year because I just went to one. When I went to back, when I fixed my papers down there in Texas, I went to back right away, and that's when I hit him this way to Illinois. And I was working like 7 months up here and go back down there with my family.
So you met your wife in Mexico?
Yeah.
Were you having a relationship for several years going back and forth then?
Yeah. Pretty much I was coming up here. We finished right here pretty much the harvest. It's in October. We do opposite listing and we start Christmas. But sometime I'm go back in October, and I was not doing the Christmas, so I go back down there, stay down there for 3 months, and go up here back again for.
So you're coming back to Illinois about January?
Yeah.
Late December?
January, yeah.
And there was things for you to do in January here?
Yeah, we have most of them we start. You have to prune the trees when it's cold, so like trimming the apples. So we work sometime when it's like 5 inches of snow. We working that way outside because it's great, you know.
You like the outside. How did you get from just being one of the people who's working in the field and going back and forth every year to becoming the manager for the Eckerts?
Well, but that year when I'm go down there and back, I was just like normal worker. When they tell me, you want to take this place, I was, oh yeah, it's great, but it was not because I can't go down there back no more.
So the Eckerts offered you the opportunity?
Yeah, I helped them. Yeah,
Was there an expectation that meant that you would also do some recruiting of the workforce?
But no, not really, because the other years we have a lot of help, you know. It was no, like, we're in the situation right now. It was a lot of help. We need somebody to know, tell the guys, we have a lot of Spanish people coming up here, and sometimes some people don't know, you know. We was needed the other year where somebody teach the guys how to prune, how to do, you know, and that's when they was trying to tell me to.
Are you also responsible for finding workers that are part of this H2A program?
Yeah, I'm trying to help, and pretty much I'm with this company. I help in anything I can, you know. I do my job, and sometimes I need something else. If I know how to do it, I help them too.
Well, you must encounter people who approach you and want to get work who you're not sure are legal here in the first place. They're illegal. Is that a problem?
Well, when I was right here, when I came right here with Eckert, I have everything. I was ready, you know. I have all my papers, and the other guys, the one I'm looking at is the thing we make sure people have our papers now.
But the other people that you're talking to, do all of them have papers? Do some of them present you with what looks like false documentation?
Yeah, it's the one thing I have to make sure I have the papers, the one we needed for recording people.
How do you make sure that they're what they say they are?
But the thing is, we don't know what you want. We have a picture how it look like the paper that we needed. So if I show me that thing and the Social Security, so we're recording. If I don't have, we don't.
Okay, so it's the Social Security card?
Yeah, Social Security, Social Security card and a resident card. Resident card is what the two things we're pretty much asking for.
Are the people who work here on work visas then?
Yeah, now with now we have pretty much everybody we have now. It's like Chris was talking about. It's like called H2 guys. So pretty much all the guys we have, it's coming from Mexico now. So everyone has got a visa now.
Okay. So it's a work visa.
Yeah, work visa. It's just.
What are the terms of the work visa? Does that allow them to say a certain number of months each year?
Yeah, it's like we have two shipping. You know, we have the first shipping, and we get the first group, and it's allowed for 6 months to stay right here. So these guys go back to August 20. So I have to go cross to border August 20. No late, you know. If I want everything, keep doing this.
So they have to return to Mexico?
They have to return no later in 20. The East visas for August 20, so it can still like 21 in the United States. You got to go that day out.
But that's before peak of the apple picking season.
Yeah, well, we just get another crew. It's a month. So we recruit another crew. This crew's going back home, and we record another one. So that's how we're trying to.
And when you say we, do you have agents back in Mexico who you're working with?
Yeah, we have down there down there people to we call them, you know, we need so many guys, and they send it, and we pay everything for those guys. We pay transportation, we pay the ticket for the guys, and when they get here, we got everything in the room ready, like it's dishes, blanket, well, everything. It's just like pretty much like a motel. You just get in there and ready to.
So is this the Eckerts are providing you housing?
Yeah, it's the Eckerts providing the place.
Well, how would you describe the housing that the average worker would get?
Well, it's we have like it's like departments. It's not the house. It's like departments. We have, and the law tell us what we have to do. So I come down there and check how many rooms we allow to people to keep to.
These are furnished apartments, then?
Yeah, it's everything. Like it's pretty much like department. For just two people in each room.
Are couples coming up, or are they individuals generally?
No, it's coming per like if we say we need like 20, it will come in like group 20.
But they're not necessarily married or anything like that to each other. They're
No, it's individual. Well, like right now we just supplying just for guys, and if some husband and wife come, okay, so the husband allowed it to work outside, and his wife's got allowed to work to inside in the parking.
So that happens, but it's not common?
Well, we start doing this year. This is the first year we started doing it. So some stuff we're trying to, some stuff we don't know what we're supposed to be doing, so we just like trying to.
I understand you're an American citizen now.
Yeah.
When did you become a citizen?
It was in 2004. I have to come to citizen, and the reason I was because I have a couple little grocery stores and I have some restaurants. And when I start filling out the papers, I have to be citizen someplace to get the license for running the business.
So you have your own business on the side?
Yeah, I got it besides my own business. So
where is that?
I have one right here in Belleville.
Belleville?
Yeah.
And where do you live now?
I live in Mascoutah.
Okay. And your wife is obviously here. You have children?
Yeah, we have 3 daughters and 1 little guy.
Okay. How old are they?
My oldest, she's 14, and the second one, she's 7 years old, and the third one, she's 5, and the little one is 1 year and a half.
How many of these children were born in Mexico?
Everyone is born right here.
All of them were born?
Yeah, all of them were.
So they're all American citizens? Yeah. So tell me, are they more Americanized, or are they still holding on to some of the traditions of your Mexican?
No, I think pretty much most Americans. Yeah, I guess really like because they don't eat same like I was eat down there, it's just like McDonald's or something.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I was thinking when I was coming up here, when I bring my wife up here, I was thinking, well, let's just work in 3 years and we're going to be back, Never happened. So now the girls just get bigger and bigger, the family now. My daughter, she was starting high school this year, and so I don't think I'm going to be back now.
Do you get to go back to Mexico occasionally now?
No, right now, no, but sometime we have a chance we can go down there, but right now it's not because we trying to pretty much try and save them for these kids, for the future. It's our dream now,
What do you see your children doing in their future? What are their aspirations?
Well, my dream is if I really let it to finish the college, and after that, whatever she wanted, say I want to take this, but that one is my dream. Because when I was in Mexico, I was trying to go to school, but my dad, I don't have enough to support me to go to the school, so.
What was your daughter's name?
Brenda.
You said Aremus? Maybe I misunderstood you.
Brenda Mauricio.
Okay. Marissa?
Mauricio. Say my last name, she guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you see some of your children going to college here then?
But we're talking about all the time. I just keep telling to her, if you want to have a better future, you need to put more attention and go to the school. I don't have that opportunity, so if you want to be working, like we're working outside, the heat, I was talking about too. And it's like she's coming up here sometime working part-time, and I say, well, what do you think the job, So we're talking about now, the future, and I hope. I say, okay, but you never know.
What would you say is the best part about the experience you've had of working here at the Eckerts, being a migrant worker at first and now being a manager here in the United States?
Boy, it was something I never I never thought about it. I'm gonna be like manager, you know, it's because I don't have a lot of education, you know. So and I have a lot of right here in this country, you don't have a lot of education. You can, you know, do something. But I never thought about going to be the manager. But I was working real hard and trying to take care of all the job the company wanted, and it's the way I went to the manager. So I have a lot of experience now to how many pictures Chris wanted. You know, it's the like when we have the tree have like maybe 1,500 pictures per one tree. So Chris told me, hey Martin, we need this kind bigger pictures. So my job is to if I want a nice quality, nice pictures, you know, big. So I have to leave like 350 in the tree. The rest of it I have to take them off.
Yeah, and he's explained that process, and it's
Yeah.
fascinating the steps you do to basically make sure you don't have an over.
Yeah, and it's like it look like easy, but it's real hard to do because some like if you have new people, like the reason I'm trying to find more farmer people working on it because before I have some people it's coming for city, Mexico City, so those guys I don't know how to look like tree because I never live in the tree, you know, I live in the city, so I don't have no experience how to cut one branch, so you know it's real hard for me. So these guys they have done it, at least they have know how to look like the tree, you know. So what we do, so like I do, just trying to, I just work with everyone, you know, like I told them, well, this is the tree, you got to do this, something I have to work, show the paper, like fix one tree and I cut him, you know, you got to do this way, that way.
Do you oftentimes get the same people year after year to come back?
No.
Why not?
Well, because well, like right now we thinking, I hope we have the same people, but the thing is, because when you're picking, like right now we harvesting peaches, we got the number, you got to hit the number. We paying $10, like Chris said, $10 the hour plus the basket. So we got the limit number. So everybody's doing, it's not real high the number. So, and the pain sometimes like we have 100 degrees and you can't go working fast, you know, so you can't go speed because you're tired. But sometimes when the days is cool, breezy, so you can, you know. And I have some people I want to, because like right now it's these guys, the one we hire right now, I'm keep looking which one I like it to, because we have some guys they don't want to listen, they don't want to do the right job, so it's more hard for us. So I don't think I'm expecting to, okay, I'm going to hire this one to next year again. So everybody know that. So it's like when I get right here, I told them, okay, you're welcome, you know, right here, the Eckert. So if somebody, they don't want him back right here, you close your door by yourself, you know, because we want everybody to. And is
this the kind of place that people want to come back to, though?
Yeah, and well, like it's like the way we trying the guys, we don't push into the guys like you gotta do this. No, we just like normal, you know. So everybody know if you like to back, it's gonna be fine. If you're not, just you know, it's like.
Okay. Anything about your experience here in the United States? You've been here a long time. That you found difficult or really challenging for you?
But yeah, my difficult. I remember all the time it was my speaking, writing. That when it was the hard thing. I remember because I was trying I remember when I started trying to learn, I was all the time watching TV. I don't listen no music in Spanish. I would just listen to radios, and it's the way I learned to.
What's the language that's spoken at home then?
Well, right now we just Spanish, but pretty much we speak more English now because the kids to go to the school. So, like my wife, she was speaking before a lot of Spanish. Now I speaking more English because the kids.
Are the kids more fluent in English or in Spanish?
No, I'm doing both. I'm doing both now. So it's like, you know.
Well, there's a tremendous advantage being able to speak both for those children.
Yeah.
What's your opinion about current American policy and this whole debate about immigration in the United States?
Oh, like, about the immigration, the situation right now.
Yeah.
But I looked at the thing pretty much every night, you know, and it's well, it's just too sad, you know. It's, I don't know, because it's a lot of, like, I look the news sometime and it take like, if I come up here, you know, we okay for someplace, you know. But the thing is, the bad thing for me is sometimes I take the good people back, like some of them come to work and they have family, kids, you know. That one is the only thing. I just feel bad, you know, because there's some people I don't like to work, you know. You see some place, they just, you know, and I don't take those back and I take that.
What changes would you like to see in immigration policy?
Well, my thing is just probably just keep it some kind, well, like these guys, you know, like keep visa, some kind of the kind of opportunity to come to work and go back, you know, if it's possible. I think that when I go be.
What do you think about this trend of tightening the borders up to stop the flow of illegal immigration?
Well, I think it's well, a lot of people say for people to cross them, but maybe it's good thing now, you know, because it's so that the way it's because a lot of people dying in the desert, you know, a lot of people we losing a lot of people down there because they crossing down there, you know, and they don't have water or something, walking so many miles, you know.
So you're okay with the policies that are tightening up the border security?
Yeah, I think it's you know, because that the way probably like the president have to find some different way to work out like these visas and stuff. So if I never do that, they gonna be just we gonna have the same problem. But like now, it's more easy to get visa now for the people come to work, and I think it'll be working, you know.
And the example of that is these H-2A visas?
Yeah, it's the H-2A visas. It's why they.
What would you like to see happen with all of the illegal immigrants that are already here?
Well, like in my place, you know, like I have these guys bringing H2 guys to work. The one, I see some people right here for maybe like 10 years, and they have a lot of experience to do the job. To these new ones, I don't know what to do.
But they're otherwise illegal immigrants?
Yeah, but they will, and so right there it's probably have like maybe some kind of chance to like get like visa papers or something, you know, if it's possible to do, you know, for the.
So you would like to see some policies that would allow them to become citizens then? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the hope that you've addressed this a little bit, but what's the hope that you have for your children, let's say 20 years from now?
Like, I can't understand
what would you like to see your children doing 20 years from now?
Oh, well, I like to, but now in 20 years, I like to, my roommates, and I'm just all the time, I'm to talk to my kids, my wife, my roommates, work someplace, they don't work where I'm work, you know, have a lot of, my roommates like, get different job, you know, have more study, you know, it's my dream to in 20 years, maybe working somewhere else, you know, to
a better life.
Better life, yeah. For you know, it's
Are you happy with the life you've carved out for yourself here?
Yeah, I'm real happy because you know, like the education I have, I can't get more, you know, like I want to. So, but I'm happy where I am, and I can't ask more for, you know.
Let's see, you got your citizenship in 2004. Are you going to be able to vote in this election?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote because, like, guess I'm real happy because the reason I went to citizen for so many reasons. I just fixed paper for my mom too. She's like 55 years old, So she's right here now. So all my brothers right here, my sister, so I'm like happy in the world.
And they've come here because you were here?
Yeah, I'm the first one when I was coming up here.
Is your mother working?
No, she's not working. She's with grandsons right now.
So is she living with you?
No, she's living with my dad. She's apartment by herself. So
Okay, but it's pretty close.
yeah, we're close. She's 5 miles to.
And how about your brothers? They
Yeah, living down there too. We're pretty much closer to.
Are any of them working here?
Yeah, I have like one's working here, and I have another one doing by his own business, doing like landscaping and all that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
everybody's doing different things.
Okay. Any final comments that you'd like to make for us? Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about the businesses that you've got?
Yeah, the business I have, it was well, the first time when I come up here, Chrissy remember where I am, where I was, So, but now sometimes he's scared too. He asks me pretty much every day, "Hey, Martin, you go keep working with me? I feel like you're ready to go out, because I have a lot of experience and I help him a lot, with anything." So he's like, I don't I'm gonna keep working right here because I have my business, and the reason I have my business was like, well, save some money, so like what I have to do now, and so I opened a little grocery store, and now I open a restaurant, and I have some people working down there, so I'm not down there. I'm working my own job right here.
The business that you have, is that catering to some of the Mexicans that are in the area then?
No, pretty much like the restaurant is for pretty much American people. It's a Mexican food, but it's like
Okay.
yeah.
So your clients are primarily Americans looking for a good Mexican meal?
Yeah, so I'm trying to.
And is it Americanized Mexican food, or is it the authentic stuff?
No, I think it's a real Mexican. It's it's like, yeah, stuff we like trying to, okay, let's fix this. We're trying new stuff, bring in too, like.
What's the specialty in the restaurant then?
Well, like chile rellenos,
Do you make a good salsa?
Yeah, we make a good salsa right now. Just a lot of people just like, we don't sell a lot of salsa right now because by the tomatoes and stuff,
Okay.
so it's just.
That was unfortunate since we found out it wasn't really tomatoes in the first place.
But it was, yeah. So.
Okay. Any final things you'd like to say?
No, I think I'm just thank you, for your interview, and I'm real happy to, talking with you guys. And
well, it was very informative, and I want to thank you very much. We
Yeah.
learned quite a bit in this, and again, thank you, and
Thank
it's been
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you very much.